Viva Las Vegas! The Las Vegas Raiders win their first game at home and move up to 2-0 in the season as they beat the Saints 34-24. This was a very good night for Las Vegas. I gotta correct myself there. Also gotta say, stadium looks great, just like the LA stadium. The stadium looks really nice, really cool. I just wish there were people in it to enjoy that beautiful stadium. I wish there was people in there to appreciate it, but of course, COVID. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to. This is how it's gonna be, at least for this year and possibly even next year, if we even get to next year in society at this point. But this was such a nice win for Las Vegas here. Really looking at the reasons why this won this game. Carr was really good. Struggled at times, but in the end, the offense was rolling for him. 28 for 38, 282 yards, 3 touchdowns. And the Saints' running game really stepped up as well. Josh Jacobs, of course, we know what he can do. He had 116 yards. The Saints, Raiders had 116 yards. Josh Jacobs was responsible for 88 of them. Had some nice plays there. You also had Darren Waller, who had such an excellent day. 12 catches, 103 yards, and a touchdown, including the 1-yard touchdown there in the third quarter that really got the Raiders the lead, and they never looked back from that. That was the other thing I noticed from this game was the Saints started off well in the first half, and then as soon as the second half started, they just kind of just died down. They were just not able to muster up that energy there that they had in the first half. And I mean, because the first half they were really getting the ball downfield, or they were really moving the ball down the field. The Lutz field goal, the Kamara touchdown, make it 10-0. The Breeze throw the Cook, make it 17-7. And then after this, when the second half came around, it was just nothing. Oakland, the Saints did have a touchdown, but that's already when Las Vegas was up 14 points. So what's up, Fanta? Good to see you. I've got to get used to saying Las Vegas. Vegas. Got to get used to saying it. But for Vegas tonight, and they look good. Also, the other big storyline, I feel like, in terms of what led this game here to the Raiders' path, and they showed it here, and I just cannot believe it. So the Saints had 10 penalties for 129 yards. The Raiders had 3 penalties for 13 yards. That is crazy to me. That's how you lose a game right there. When you have 100 more penalty yards than the other team, that's how you lose. And the Raiders they played a very disciplined game. The Saints were just all over the place. The Raiders have looked very good here in the last 2 weeks. I've not been sold on this Raiders team. Of course, everybody made fun of John Gruden. Everybody made fun of getting rid of Mac. Everybody was made fun of the Raiders when they first came in, but they are really clicking here. The offense is really starting to go well. Now, maybe it's just a competition. We'll find out next week. They take on the Patriots. That is going to be a team that is going to be a very. We didn't know how I'd feel about the Patriots. I feel really confident about the Patriots going forward this year. They look great to start off this season. So keep an eye out for them. But as for the Raiders here, this was just. They've really been scoring well here as of late here in the first 2 games. They've scored 30 points. First time they've done that since 2002, I believe it was, that they've scored 30 points in the first 2 games, and that team made it to the Super Bowl. So it's nice to see the Raiders here being really good here on offense. And I don't know if surprising all of us here, but it's like, all right, this team maybe they can be a little bit more dangerous here if this offense keeps going. You have Jacobs and Waller and Carr playing as well as he has. Yo, it's been a long time, Frankie. Niso, it's been a long time, my man. It's so good to see you again. But if you have the Raiders playing like this, who knows what they can do here going forward? For the Saints, they were obviously missing Michael Thomas. That is clear to me that his receiving ability was sorely missed tonight. We'll see how long he's out. Hopefully he'll be back soon. But Breeze was not sharp. Breeze has not been sharp the last 2 weeks, and that has been really disappointing to see. Yo, what's up, College Football Talk? I'm still a believer in Breeze because, I mean, he was good last year, so I just don't know how in this offseason everything just fell apart. But it was just something happened here tonight. People getting on, people watching, I mean, the deep balls were not very good. Look, I'm sure people were, Drew Brees had a rough offseason, we know that, with some of the comments he made. But yeah, tonight he was just not throwing the ball well down the field. Those deep balls, just nothing. And it's just like it'd be nice if you could throw the ball more than 10 yards. But yeah, tonight he just looked off. Tonight it was just nothing working there on that deep ball. It's been that way the last few weeks. Do you play video games? No, I don't. Used to, but yeah, now I've gotten older now. Breeze washed up. I'm not gonna say that yet because all of a sudden, like last year, this team was legitimate again. This team was really solid. I had a nice offense going. And now all of a sudden in the offseason, it's just like, all right, now like my arm is just dead. Like I don't want to go that far yet with him. Sup, Frankie? Sup, David? Good to see you, my brother. Who do you think is making the wildcard game for baseball? I have no idea. There's no wildcard game in baseball this year. It's 16 teams and they're all playing. Is there a wildcard game? No. I'm trying to think. I think it's all 16 teams are going to get into that first round, and it's best 2 out of 3 for all the teams. So I think that's the way it goes. Also tonight, 50th anniversary of Monday Night Football. That was a lot of fun. To honor that, the best part of the game was the announcing team wearing the old Monday Night Football jersey jackets, the yellow jackets, which they should wear every week. Those yellow jackets are amazing. They should wear those every single week. All right. Did you miss me? Of course, Tristan. I missed all my subscribers, but it was only 24 hours. Golf Boy is better than Breeze right now. Yes, right now. I mean, Breeze all time still better than Goff, but right now something is wrong with his arm. It seems like he just cannot throw the ball down the field right now. Breeze always has the worst game versus the Raiders, I guess, but he plays the Raiders so infrequently here that it's just like, I don't know. I mean, they did, if I remember correctly, the Raiders beat the Saints 4 years ago. I think in week 1, if I remember that correctly. They won that game, so. Yeah, but it's something right now with the offense tonight, which is not clicking. Good win by the Raiders over the Saints tonight in the Raiders' brand new Allegiant Stadium. Again, that stadium looked fantastic. It looked really cool on TV. But yeah, just like the LA Stadium, no fans this year. Yes, I'm a Tigers fan. Let's go. All right, we'll see what happens with your Tigers, my man. But I'm not willing to kill the Saints yet. I don't want to I do not want to. I mean, they did win their first game against Tampa Bay, even though it was an ugly game, and Brees was kind of impressive in that game. Now they lose this game. We got to find out, all right, where do the Saints go from here? How do they adjust from the bad week they had last week or this week? 2 bad weeks in a row, but at least they won one of them. And how do they move on from that? I had the Saints going to the Super Bowl, but so I can't obviously give up on the Saints yet. But yes, something with Brees right now is just, I think that's the biggest problem. Obviously, not having Thomas hurts him a lot, but Brees right now is the guy you need, and him right now throwing the deep ball just does not look impressive. I'm trying to see who their next game is. And their next game is Green Bay. A rejuvenated Aaron Rodgers, a rejuvenated Packers team. You saw how good Aaron Jones looked yesterday. So the Saints have to figure out their problem. They cannot be as undisciplined as they were yesterday. SoFi or Raiders Stadium. They're both cool. I'm not going to pick one. They're both cool. A good memory. I take the Breeze tape as a Charger, and Saints come in handy. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know why I remember that game. For some reason, I remember the Saints-Raiders game from 4 years ago. Drew Brees, no. Yeah, that was rough. It was rough today. Saints going to lose in the playoffs this year. Brees is going to retire. Is he going to? I mean, I don't know. I think it's likely that the Saints lose in the playoffs, considering the fact that that is what they've been doing for most of the last decade, is losing in the playoff in a horrific, awful way. Whether it's an overtime to the Niners on the Vernon Davis touchdown at the end, whether it's the Minneapolis Miracle, whether it's a bad pass interference call, whether it's an Adam Thielen touchdown at the end of the game. The Saints are always losing badly in the playoffs. So do not be surprised if they lose in the playoffs this year in a heartbreaking fashion. SoFi and Allegiant are both great new stadiums. They are. They're both very impressive, really stellar. And the NFL, they've done a good job with both of those. And it's fun to watch. But again, the disappointing thing is no one's going to be in there. And yeah, it's fun to look on TV, but inside you want to be inside there. You want fans to be inside there and root on their team. But tonight, obviously, that was not going to be the case. But yeah, I'm not giving up here on the Saints. But if the Saints want to win these games, if the Saints want to be a Super Bowl contender, Drew Brees can't keep throwing checkdowns down the field. Brees has to. By the end of the first quarter, he had 2 completions longer than 6 yards downfield. Since the end of the first quarter, Brees has at least just 2 completions longer than 6 yards downfield. He's going to have to throw the ball. You can't just sit there and just check down, like it's a bad Giants game here. And Brees has not looked old, but tonight it's just like, right now it's just, there's him and his arm and his accuracy tonight. Or his accuracy was fine, but his deep ball issues. Tony Dungy, penalties are killing them. They miss Michael Thomas, and Drew Brees is missing throws. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why he's bad either, because he's been so consistent for them. The Sports Fury did say that this is Drew Brees' last year. Maybe it will be. I'm not going to make that guarantee yet. He is an old man. He is, in his 40s. So eventually it's going to run out, but this might be the year, though. By the way, Derek Carr is now 3 touchdowns away from having the most career passing touchdowns in Raiders history. He's 1 behind Darryl LaMonica and 3 behind the late, great Ken Stabler. So we'll see how that all goes there. So many NFL players with injuries this season, and that was the biggest story in week 2 was all the guys getting hurt. And I'm wondering if a lack of training camp and a lack of a preseason really hurting that. These interviews are weird. If you guys watch these interviews, so the reporter is talking like in the stands, and she's interviewing the guy from and it's like Derek Carr right now is talking to heaven. So they've got to do a better job with these interviews because they're so awkward and weird and just. I know this is not regular times, but come on here. So yeah, that's really my takeaway from this game. It was just a solid performance from this Raiders offense, who's really clicking here in these first 2 games. Now they got the Patriots coming up, and they got to figure out the problem there, and they got to work through that because the Patriots are going to be the Patriots. Yeah, will be a challenge because they always are. And then the Saints after just. Breeze has to be better. The offense, his throwing has to be better. He has to ignore the fact that he doesn't have Michael Thomas. He's got to improve on his deep balls because we've seen Drew Brees do it. We've seen Drew Brees be great on the deep ball. Drew Brees doesn't look the same no more. The first 2 games, no, but I don't want to sit there and say, oh, that's going to be a hit for the whole season because I can't. I can't. I just don't understand why in one off season all of a sudden he gets. I mean, yeah, sometimes I guess you just get old, but it's weird that just like in one off season, usually it's a slow decrease. All of a sudden, it was gone. So. I'd like to believe, and the Packers next week is going to be a difficult performance because Rodgers is still throwing the ball deep down the field, and Rodgers is playing well. When are we getting fans back? Not this year probably, and quite possibly not next year. I would say 2 years, and 2 years until you get full fans back in the stadium. It's just the way that the COVID is working right now. He's old, so what do you expect? I know he's old, but like. All of a sudden, I guess it happened with Brady last year. Brady was, I guess, decent, good in that last Super Bowl season, and last year he looked off, and now here in the first 2 games he's looked off, even though he looked much better yesterday than he did in his first game. But so I guess eventually one day you get old. One day you get old, and maybe Drew Brees just got old this offseason. Maybe the whole COVID thing and everything, and the lack of a training camp and the lack of a preseason, maybe that played an effect on him specifically and his 40-whatever-year-old body, but. Again, I cannot. Guys, did you know that Frankie Tristan made that? Tristan is making that up. I didn't say anything about that, and we are not talking about that. I didn't say anything about that person yesterday. We were talking about something, and Tristan mentioned that. Tristan is making up. I never gave my opinion one way or another on that person. But, whatever. The whole thing here, and that was Derek Carr's 19th career game with 3 passing touchdowns. Darren Waller caught a pass Monday with a DL, LB, CB, and defensive lineman, a linebacker, a cornerback, and a safety as his nearest defenders. This is football. Yes. Derek Carr looked great tonight. Tell the world. Don't tell anything. I didn't say anything. Is the NBA going to do the bubble thing again next season? Yes, because I think they're going to have to. That's the only way. The NBA bubble has worked so well. Let's just focus on football. I never said what my opinion was. He's making things up. I never gave my opinion on him one way or the other. Do you think the Raiders will challenge the Chiefs? Tristan, I'm ignoring you. Do you think the Raiders will challenge the Chiefs? I think that's too early to say. The Chiefs are so good. Even though yesterday was not their strongest performance because they were hanging on against the Chargers, they're still a great team. So to say they're going to challenge the Raiders are going to challenge them is very, very difficult. Question, Tristan. Is the NBA going to do the bubble thing again next year? They're going to have to because it worked so well this year that they're going to have to do it next year. But how are they going to do it? I don't know. I don't think they're going to put every team in Disney World. I think they're going to have to maybe do a thing where it's like 5 teams in one bubble, 5 teams in another. They're going to have to work on something. The NFL should do the bubble. You can do the bubble with the NBA. You can do it. I don't think you can do it with football. I think there's just not enough. Where else? You can build a basketball court anywhere. You can put a baseball. I don't know about a baseball. Maybe you could put a baseball in. Where are you going to find like that many football stadiums? It's just not feasible to me. The Rams are better than the Chiefs. I still think the Chiefs are better than the Rams, but the Rams have really surprised me. I don't know what happened last year, but this year they've found whatever the problem was and they fixed it. Raiders win the Super Bowl this year, everybody, and it's happening this year. That would be amazing. That would be incredible for Gruden to do and would make Gruden worthy of the contract. But I'm not willing to go that far yet. I still need to see how this team does against. I want to see them against Kansas City. How do they play against Kansas City? And then maybe we can talk. If it was the Jets and Giants in the Super Bowl, who would you want to win? I don't know. It would depend. I guess I'd want both teams. I guess I don't know if I'd have a particular favorite. But yeah, that obviously won't happen this year. The problem with Todd Gurley, he was holding his back. I guess you can probably point to Gurley. And he was so great for them for so long, but yeah, he just started to fall off the cliff. And that's what happens with running backs. They can be so great, but their prime is so small. That's what's so sad with what's happening with Saquon right now. Saquon is one of the best, most talented, explosive running backs I've ever seen. And he's going to have his prime wasted behind this terrible Giants team and on the awful injuries that he's had. Who's better, Stephen A. Smith or Drip Bayless? Neither. I would take neither. They are both dreadful to listen to. I think I might take Stephen A. just a little bit better. But Stephen A. is so annoying. His cowboy shtick is so old. He's been doing it for a decade now. I don't find it funny anymore. I used to find it funny the first year, the second year. Now it's just stupid. I'm like, all right, dude, we get it. And at least, okay, Skip Bayless was a Cowboy fan. At least you had that. Who's the Cowboy fan that you're trying? So you're just doing it now because you're just a jerk? I mean, come on, dude. I don't even hate the Cowboys. I mean, I don't love the Cowboys, but come on. It's that he always stirs up strife with players. It's just so annoying. And Bayless is just a joke. He just says things for effect. It's so awful. What stadium is better, Rams or Raiders? Again, I can't really do that. Skip Bayless makes me laugh when the Cowboys lose. I'm glad. I didn't get to see it today, but I did enjoy that he was wearing his Cowboys mask when he was talking about the Cowboys. That I appreciated, but I didn't get to see it because I just don't care. I can't believe people watch these debate shows anymore. These debate shows are so bad. They're not fake, but they're not fake. I do believe that these are the opinions these guys have. Or at least that's the opinions they go. I don't think they tell the people, hey, we should have this opinion. But I think the ESPN people are like, okay, what do you guys disagree about? Okay, okay, let's do it. Like, I watched First Take for about 2.5 years. And I watched it for 2 years straight. And I just got tired of like, oh, Cowboys topic again? Oh, LeBron again? I just got so sick of it. I was so bored of every day of the same nonsense. And eventually I just turned it off. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. Who's better, Max Kellerman or Shannon Sharp? Again, neither. You know what, Sharp's annoying though too. Sharp is just his LeBron GOAT thing is so stupid. I'm just, oh gosh, what is this, wrestling? And Max Kellerman with this whole, oh, I was right about Brady the whole time. Give me a break. Why does Skip hate LeBron? Because Skip knows it gets clicks. Skip knows it gets attention. Skip knows it gets all this publicity that he hates LeBron. He's so annoying. He's the worst person ever. I hate him. Talk about whatever, we'll get clicks. Exactly. So don't give him your clicks. Don't give him your stupid clicks. Don't watch the TV. Don't listen to him. Make these people not get paid for their stupid, idiotic opinions. Look, I have some crazy thoughts here, but all of them are mine. None of them are artificial. All of them are real in my head. This is what I'm thinking. I'm not saying anything for clicks, okay? I'm not clickbaiting you guys. I'm saying what I believe, okay? That is the Frankie G promise. I'm sorry. I just had to get that out. I'm just so sick of these debate shows. You guys need to stop watching them, please. I guess watch whatever the heck you want to watch, but I just don't feel like I don't want to give any more attention to these moronic opinions on TV. If Mike Manchester should be on a debate show, it'll be fun. All right, listen. Let me tell you, Max. Let me tell you. The bottom line is that he. I don't know what I was gonna say. But the bottom line is this Raiders team. This Raiders team was really good tonight. All right. The bottom line is call us down. Call us go. Who you got in the Super Bowl? Right now, I still have Ravens Saints, I guess, but like the Ravens I'm buying. The Saints right now after 2 games, the red flags are going off. But who knows? Maybe by week 8 we'll be like, okay, there's old Drew Brees. But yeah, I mean, he is old, but I thought we'd be able to get one more year out of him, and he showed no signs of slowing down. But yeah, we'll see how it is. We'll see how it is. You know, some guys again, they just get old sometimes. Trying to think what else here. Again, that was a great performance here by the Raiders. And again, the penalties were just a killer tonight. And the Saints actually had 50 more yards than the Raiders, which is impressive, but the Saints' drives kept stalling. I took the Saints to win the game, and I was dead wrong on that. And, you know, it's fine, I guess, but it was just, I thought the Saints were the better team here, but I should have realized the Michael Thomas injury would have killed them. What is going on with the Rays this year? The Rays are really good. The Rays they're a really good, nice team. It's not a lot of great players, but just a great overall team. They're playing team baseball. I never said that. Balacapsulas. Good impression. Thank you. Thank you. Let me tell you something, Frankie. I think that impression was really good. Let me tell you something, Mikey. Mikey, let me tell you, I thought this impression was really good. Really good. That's a good job. Good job by Frankie. And that's my Mad Dog. I used to listen to those guys all the time when I was younger. Oh, Mike and the Mad Dog, that was my show. And I was heartbroken when they broke up. My Angels, sorry about your Angels. Raising the Miami Heat in baseball? Sure, why not? How about them Yankees? Yeah, I know, 2 losses in a row. You guys were so excited after a 10-game winning streak. You were so happy to rip them after 2 straight losses. You were waiting. Here it is. Congratulations. You get your 2 losses. Whatever, we're still in the playoffs. I'm not panicked yet, but a best 2 out of 3 series frightens me. The idea of a 2 out of 3 series absolutely terrifies me. And should terrify everybody. That's a crapshoot. 2 out of 3 is a crapshoot. So I'm worried about this 2 out of 3. And that's, even if the Yankees are the best team in baseball, I'm worried about it. I'm nervous about it. And you guys should be too, about any of your teams. Because you have no idea. You could have 1 bad series, and that's it. I mean, how many bad series have the Yankees had this year? A lot. Mad-Dog's annoying now because they puppet from Rob Fraud. I have not listened to his Manfred takes. I mean, if he is, then that's sad. I mean, he does work for the MLB Network. He says that the owners, the MLB, the owners leave him alone. I hope that's true. But Manfred deserves to be ripped right now. What he's doing to baseball, it is a complete joke. He's a disgrace. And he's constantly ruining baseball with every chance he gets, and it's so annoying and it's so just irritating to me what this guy's done to this great sport. Or I don't know. Some people say it's a great sport, but it's a sport that I love, and it's sad what he just ripped it, just destroyed it. I still will always love Mad Dog, but yeah, he's right now it's just it's rough. Michael King was pitching. I'm not concerned about the Yankees. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I'm not concerned either yet. Not yet, but another loss like that, and I will be really concerned. Garrett Cole pitches tomorrow. That should be good. If the Yankees lose tomorrow, if the Yankees lose 10-2 tomorrow, I will have my skepticism on. But I gotta wait and see here, obviously. Frankie, somebody walks up to you and says, "Packers should trade you. Who you win if right now? If you win, you win $50,000. Who are you taking?" Oof. 50. By the way, and I don't have to bet anything. Packers, Patriots. I think I'd say Patriots. Give me Belichick. I rely on Belichick. Cardi B, I'm the back. Oh, Cardi B. Gosh. She is something. She is certainly something. That's when I know a little bit about Cardi B, but not too much. That's when you know you're old. When these are the top pop stars, and you're just like, who's this person? Also, shout out to to the Killers playing Mr. Brightside at halftime show. I love Mr. Brightside. I love the Killers. What is up with ESPN's obsession that we have to have a halftime show every week? Shut up. We don't need it. We don't want it. I'm not going to get into that, what Cardi is. But I'm so sick of these halftime shows. Only have them during the Super Bowl and Thanksgiving. Other than that, I don't want halftime shows. They're so annoying. They're dumb. Just give me a break. So I don't understand. Monday night is trash now. I mean, yeah, the ESPN stuff. ESPN is not the same as it usually was. I mean, we didn't talk about Wynn's appearances on a football show. No, we talk about a lot. Niso, we talk about a lot of stuff. We talk about a lot of things here. Well, you haven't been here in a while. But yeah, we talk about a lot of things here on the shows. We go crazy. But Monday night is, I wouldn't say it's trash. I actually am starting to like the Levy, Greasy, Rick combo. I don't know how anyone else feels. But I'm starting to like it. I would take Patriots because the Packers got a terrible run defense. The Patriots have a good run team. And Belichick. I think that's the biggest reason. Is Colin Hurd good? No, I don't like Coward either. Oh gosh, his sports opinions. Oh gosh, so arrogant. He's just always thinks he's right. It's just, I like personalities who self-deprecating, know they're a little crazy. I like those kind of. I don't like I'm so smart. And those are the personalities on Twitter that I just hate. I'm like, gosh, but yet I'm also weirdly follow them for some reason because I just like to see how arrogant they are. But I'm so right. And anyone who disagrees with me, I'm going to block you, whatever. Coward just has that, I'm above all, I'm better. He's just something about him just reeks of arrogance. It's just not a nice guy, I feel like. Shannon Sharp is cool. I mean, I like him as a player, but him on a debate show, I just don't like these debate shows, these hot take era. I hate this hot take era. What happened to good? You're right, Frankie Collins, extremely arrogant, never admits he's wrong. Yes, I agree. Because I said it. He's always talking about his kid's wife. I don't mind that. Whatever. I don't care if you talk about your kids' wife. Talk about your sports. But yeah, make sure you talk about the sports. But yeah, as long as, I don't mind if you talk about I would take the Patriots because of Belichick. I agree. I got school tomorrow. See you later. Good night. When's your next stream? My next stream. Oh, by the way, I should get to that. My next stream is tomorrow night. Since there's no baseball tomorrow, or there's no football tomorrow. My next stream is tomorrow night. Game 3 between the Lakers and the Nuggets. Tomorrow night, Game 3. We'll have that stream at 11:30. So stay right here at 11:30. We'll have a live reaction to that. He loves talking about his wife as an analogy. Yes. Oh, Cowherd's analogies. I said Kaepernick almost. Cowherd's analogies are so ridiculous. Like, they're just so out of left field. It's just like, what the heck are you talking about, dude? He's bizarre. Colin's daughter, though. I haven't seen pictures of her. Lakers and foe. I don't want to go that far. Look, I can't count out Denver. Why did the Heat not play tonight? I thought it was because of no Monday Night Football, but I guess also my other thought is that the Heat Celtics series started before the Lakers Nuggets series, so they wanted to give them like a time to regroup or rest or something like that. That may have been it, but I also can see it as ESPN saying like we want to make sure that Saints Raiders get the Monday night spot. So whatever, whatever it was, yeah. At least those teams get a little time off here. Colin, it's a liberal. I don't care about that. If the Lakers win tomorrow night, they may sweep the Nuggets. They may, but are you really going to count the Nuggets out already? How many times have we counted the Nuggets out? And they've come. The Nuggets have won 6 straight elimination games. Don't count this team out yet, though. The Raiders. Yeah, great win, 2-0. This team's also, by the way, I saw that NFL Primetime is back on ESPN Plus this year, and I'm like, oh great, Berman. And then it says because Tom Jackson doesn't want to do it this year because of COVID, so it's Berman and Booger McFarland, and I'm like, what a way to just turn all of us off of NFL Primetime. Give me Berman and Jackson. You know what? Have Tom Jackson be a satellite. I don't need Booger. If you could do Clippers in 5, yeah, that was not great. Thoughts on German Shepherds? Fine, whatever. If you can debate someone, who would it be? Who could I would debate? I guess Skipper Steven. I guess I would debate Skipper Steven. I would just call out all the hypocrisies that those two have and how they're just destroying. Like, remember when Jon Stewart went on that Crossfire show back in like 2004 and really destroyed them and everything that they were doing with that show? I would do the same thing. I'd be like, you guys are ruining sports talk. It is a disgrace what you guys do, and your hot takes are so dumb and idiotic. This has the Saints Raiders game on ABC tonight also, Frankie. Yes, this game was on ABC. I'm guessing that was to celebrate the 50th anniversary. I don't know why those games are on ABC now. I mean, I'm glad they are. And I will say this, if Monday Night Football ever moved to ABC, which actually this year would have been perfect for it, because I'm like, if you move this game to Monday nights, then ABC can, because I'm assuming they didn't film as much television as they wanted to this year. So I'm assuming ABC, you can just have ABC do the Monday night game, and there it is. Thoughts on Big Sean? Fine. Fine. Not pro or con. We'll all go through grief in life. Make sure you choose wisely how you deal with it. Yes. Make sure you have no regrets. Did you ever play MLB The Show 20? Not yet. Who is maybe one day I'll play it like a video game star. Who is a better team, the Dodgers or the Rays? I guess the Dodgers. I get probably they're more superstars on that team. But yeah, I'd probably give it to Dodgers. But in a 7-game series, I think I would take the Rays because the Dodgers are chokers. If you do it, Steve Smith, tell him he's a bona fide scrub. The Kwame Brown though rant is hilarious. This dude's a bona fide scrub. He can't play. Again, when I was younger, I said this before. When I was younger, I loved watching Stephen A. Smith rants on YouTube. They were hilarious. They were funny. But then I grew up. And realized, okay, this is all an act. He does the same rant over and over again. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of seeing the Cowboy rants. And I just grew up. And that was actually a great learning experience for me. The day I turned off First Take, I never watched it again. It was like quitting a drug. I was no longer an addict. It was like I was freed from that. And it led me to watch other ESPN shows, great ESPN shows. And I love those. But now I'm busy with other stuff here. Do you ever play NBA 2K or Madden or MLB The Show? I used to when I was younger. Now I don't have the time to do it. PS5 or Xbox, which one should I get? Either one, whatever one you think is best. If the Padres want to make it to the World Series, who's to step up? Is the pitching, is Machado, is the rookie, who is it? I guess my guess would be the pitching, because I think the offense can handle it. But all sides, there's nobody in the postseason. Everybody's got to step up. There's got to be no weak links to win it all. Somebody called the Stephen A. Smith Show and called him a bona fide scrub. Good for him. Good for that guy. Shout out to you. The Stephen A. Smith show doesn't exist right now. I think he moved on from it. I think Max Kellerman has his own hour show. Oh my gosh, can you imagine watching First Take and then saying, I have to listen to more Max Kellerman? Gosh. Stop giving these mediocre hot take guys more attention. Max Kellerman is great when he talks about boxing. Just leave him at that. Sorry. I'm just. People who are just annoying, I hate when they get attention. I'm sorry. I just feel like that's why I kind of started doing YouTube, because I'm like, if those guys can make money being idiots, Paul Brothers, I'm looking at you. I feel like I could do it too. Thoughts on Jane Fonda? What you said about Marvin Gaye? I had no idea what you said about Marvin Gaye. I'll Google it now, but sure, whatever. I mean, fine. No, I like Jane Fonda, but whatever. She had the whole Megyn Kelly feud, which was bizarre. Do you remember the Bart and Maggie show? That was a disaster. The whole Chris, Maggie, Bart. Oh gosh, what a joke that was. Oh wow, that's the thing that she regrets. Okay, it's a weird. All right, fine, whatever. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. Bart was the worst host I ever heard in my life. He's good when he talks about football. When he talks about baseball, he's a joke. Like, that's why I need a guy who does an afternoon drive show in New York City who actually knows a thing or two about baseball. Moose is so much better. I do like Moose. Moose is good. I can't blame her. It's Marvin and... Okay, fine. The best MLB announcer is Matt Vasgersian. I do like Vasgersian. I do think he's good. That was a curveball, huh? That was very much a curveball. I had no idea where that was going. And so, it was bizarre. It was weird. I'm trying to think what else here. Yeah, this was a good winter tonight. So again, I should also point out, if you're new to this channel and you like what you see, make sure you subscribe down below for more content just like this every single day about baseball, basketball, football, everything. We're working on so many things right now. We have the Game 3 tomorrow of the Nuggets and Lakers. We're going to have that. And we have so many other videos coming out about baseball, NBA, NFL. I respect her, honestly, for that to be that forward. I don't know. It's like, if somebody comes forward and is like, hey, I want to murder somebody. Like, remember, didn't Liam Neeson say that? Like, I wanted to murder that person? Like, I don't know if I respect... I thank you for being honest, but, like, I don't know if I respect you for that. Like, I'm just like, who would let this guy talk sports if he only knew football when he cares about baseball? Because I don't know what they're thinking over there. But Joe and Evan's a better addition. Even though they're not great right now, I do like Joe and Evan better. Niso, gotta go, man. See you soon. Hopefully you come back. I enjoyed having you. But, yeah, when New York mainly cares about baseball, yeah, I get it. It's just... I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, that was a bad decision by them. But Joe and Evan are Joe and Evan's Jets rants are to die for. They're so great, and they're really ticked off by now. I mean, if you're a Jets fan, it's just like man, every single year, Jets fans, from what I can tell right now, and I can't prove this right now, but I feel like Jets fans, But I feel like Jets fans right now are just, they're done. I don't feel a lot of anger right now from Jets fans. I just feel like a lot of just like resigned. Like, oh yeah, this is what it's been for the last 10 years and it's not going any better. So Joe and Evan are okay, but sometimes they talk about Mets and Jets too much. I don't mind that. You know, they're passionate about it. And they get the Yankees and the Giants too, but people want to hear them talk about the Mets. People want to hear them talk about the Jets. People want to hear them talk about that because that's what they're good at. And it's hilarious when they do it. I respect because you wasn't scared of... Maybe I'm thinking too deep into it. I'm just drunk. Yeah, probably. And some things I don't need to know. Ignorance is bliss. At least when they talk about the Yankees, they're biased and come like, yeah, that's fair when they're talking about the Yankees. And Evan has said he doesn't hate the Yankees. I don't know how Joe feels, but Evan has said he doesn't hate the Yankees. I don't even hate the Mets. I was jealous of the Mets when they kept beating us this year, but I don't hate the Mets. JJ is the best. JJ is a terrific. He is a star at that station. I wish he got the mid-afternoon slot. Hopefully he can take over for Joe when Joe retires. He's so good. But yeah, there's a lot of talent right now at WFAN. You just got to figure out how to use it correctly. But they're getting killed right now by the ESPN. Rucker and Rosenberg that shows doing the best right now. I hate OJ. It's good decision, man. You made it. That's a fine decision to hate OJ, alleged double murderer. Ah, gosh. So yeah, if you guys have any more comments or any more questions, please let me know here so we can keep talking about whatever it is that we want to talk about. Fun week 2. 2 weeks in, and I'm liking where the NFL is right now. It's weird. It's bizarre. We've gotten some good finishes. We've gotten some close games, good performances. Oh, by the way, tomorrow, I should point out, tomorrow Joe's gonna retire soon. Love him, but he's getting old. Yeah, of course, but I'm fine that he's getting. I mean, he's getting old. I mean, I hope that they still like. I hope they have a segment every week where Joe just calls in and complains about the Jets or the Mets. I just want to help people for a living. Should I be an EMT or getting help with the other way? Then again, it's not a lot of money. Do whatever it is you want. Whatever your heart leads you to, man. Do whatever it is. Should I point out week 3 predictions? They come out tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, tune into this channel. We're gonna have week 3 predictions. I'm 10-6. I was 10-6 this week. What do you think about the guys in the Michael K show? Michael's of course great. The other guys are okay. I like all of them. I like all of them. Michael, I really enjoy. Don is really good. Don's really good all around, except for basketball. But I feel like Rosenberg and K pick up slack. And I even like Peter. I know some people find Peter annoying. I find him really. Is Ian and I really enjoy. And I feel like he really puts in a nice element. There are times where Peter annoys me, but like Peter's like Gary Sanchez, where there's a lot of times that I'm annoyed by him, but there's a lot of times that I love him too. And every time he does something great, I'm reminded why I love him and why I put through all the garbage. So, yeah. So I like them, and they're doing great right now for the show. They're doing really impressive. So yeah, I was 10-6 last week with Rosenberg is at times. That's fair. I haven't followed him. I haven't watched him on wrestling. I follow some of Hot 97, but not too much. But yeah, the Hot 97 is trash now. Fine. Again, I haven't listened to it that much, so I can't tell you for sure. But yeah. 3 head coaches, by the way, were fined $100,000 for masks, for no masks. So yeah, wear your mask, or it'll also cost you a lot of money. But I'm looking at this here. I'm trying to think. The predictions. I was 10-6 last week. In week 2, I was 10-6. So I had a great week. I've had a really good start to the season, and I think hopefully it's going to keep going here. Hopefully it's going to stay because the way it's working right now, it's I'm just really clicking with the predictions. You can be annoying, but it's not awful. At least the other guy knows it's hockey. Yeah, exactly. No, I don't follow hockey, but yeah, the hockey helps. That was Drew Brees has the shortest average pass length through 2 games in his career. Drew Brees' average pass is under 5 yards. Peter Rosenberg's takes on Triple X is definitely horrible. Yeah, I read about that. That's not. It wasn't great. I stayed away from that. Honestly, I didn't know who Triple X was. I call him Triple X, but I didn't know who he was, and his death was like. I mean, I knew people were upset when he's died, but yeah, he didn't really have a huge hit yet. Now I kind of know who he is, and I've heard some of his stuff, and he's good. But yeah, I didn't like when he died. I was kind of like, who? I was like, Juice WRLD. I kind of knew more about when he passed because Juice WRLD at least had a couple of big hits. Shout out to Michael K to be the only guy to somehow have James Dolan on the show. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why Dolan likes the K show, but. Good for him, and he puts Dolan's feet to the fire, and he deserves it. Because Dolan is so awful. Gosh, I can't stand him. Saints next 3 games are Packers, Lions, and Chargers. I could see that 2-1 maybe. Why are some MLB games ending at 7 innings? The reason why they're doing that is because of the COVID this year. Double headers are going to end 7 innings so that they're not there as long. Look at me, sad, and Moonlight were big. The only big song before he passed was "Look at Me," though. Again, I'm sure he had some nice music. Again, I have nothing against him. I just don't really know who he is right now. So nothing against him, but the only big song before he passed was "Look at Me," though. Yeah. Also, Boomer and Gio is awful. Yeah, Boomer and Carlin were so much better, but you can't have Carlin because Carlin's, Carlin did some awful things there. Boomer's a pain. I like some of Boomer though, but yeah, Carlin was great. 2020 bad year. Kobe Def, COVID. Oh, sorry about your mom, man. Sorry about your mom. It's awful. 2020 just plus my heart started balding this year. 2020 is just terrible, and we're gonna have a war here in a couple months. I feel like the civil unrest in this country is gonna get so bad. It's unbelievable right now how bad it is getting right now here in this country. And when does it end? That's my question. When does it end? And when does it get better? Because it's just unbelievable. Just every week there's something crazy happening. Like, remember Joker? Remember at the end of Joker? Spoilers for the end of Joker. And there's all those riots happening. And you're like, oh, that's awful. That'd be terrible if that happened in real life. And then a year later it's happening in real life and there's riots everywhere. It's just, gosh. Let's hope 2021 will bounce back. I can't imagine it'll be worse than this year. But you know what? Who knows? It might be even worse. It might be even more horrendous. Boomer's jealous of Eli because the city loves him and not him. Does the city hate Boomer? I mean, I really don't have like a I mean, the city hates Mark Sanchez. I don't know if the city hates Boomer. I mean, yeah, the city does love Eli, 2 Super Bowls, but there were a lot of times when Eli, like in the rough years of Eli, where people were ready to move on to him. But yeah, Boomer, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there with the whole Boomer thing. But again, all we know is Boomer and Carlin were a great team. Boomer and Joe is not. What is Boomer has vigilantes? That would be bizarre. That would be quite bizarre for Boomer here. But I hope he doesn't have that. Some weird things going on there. Trying to think here what else. So yeah, again we got they don't hate Boomer, but Boomer always takes jabs at Eli. Look, Eli was not the most consistent quarterback. There were a lot of years where Eli stunk. I was talking about my grandpa, and he was asking, shout out to my grandpa if he's watching this, I was saying, how would it be if if Eli was on the team right now? Would they be any better? I'm like, no, they'd be the same. They'd be pretty much the same. They'd be pretty bad. So something in the way. Who won? Raiders won. Raiders won 34-24. Second straight game, the Raiders scored 30 points. Carr looked good. The Raiders look good right now. But yeah, we still have this appreciation for Eli. But yeah, even though he was bad in a lot of years, and he was bad at the end, and they had to move on from him, and they did. Daniel Jones is the guy now. So, and I don't know if Daniel Jones is going to be the guy in the future too. I mean, there's potential here with Jones, but yeah, I'm still not 100%. I'm not a huge fan of Nirvana, but I like Kurt a lot. His songwriting and structure. I'm a huge fan of Nirvana. I love their stuff. My sister's a huge fan. They are a really, really talented group of guys. But they were a great talented group of songwriters, and I mean the albums they had were just amazing. And yeah, Kurt was just a fantastic songwriter. Smells Like Teen Spirit is one of the best songs ever. Like that song, what it did for grunge, for what it did. Yeah, it's amazing. Eli Manning's the greatest quarterback in New York history. Beat the Patriots twice. I guess I'm trying to think. He's the greatest quarterback in New York history. I mean, is he better than Namath? Yes. Is he better than Sims? Probably. Is he better than Jeff Hostetler? Yes. Yeah, he's the best quarterback in New York history. Radiohead favorite band of all time. Good for you. Thoughts on the Love Bowl album? Oh wait, In Bloom is a classic. In Bloom is terrific. All their albums, even though I don't like Nirvana's album where the kid's naked, I forget what the title is that. But it's the Outkast album, Love Below. Is that the album you're referring to? Is that the song with Hey? Is that the album with Hey I? I think that is. Hey, no, it's not. Okay. I don't know if I've heard all these songs, but Outkast had some good. Oh yeah, it was supported with the hit singles Hey Ya. Yeah, Hey Ya's a terrific song. Namath's most overrated ever. He was just with Hollywood and women loved him. Yeah, was he? I will admit that Namath was not. There were periods where Namath wasn't great. At the end of Namath's career, no, not at the end of Namath. I'm sorry. In the Super Bowl that Namath was in, he shouldn't have been MVP. He was a game manager that whole game. He should have gone to the running back. Webb, I forgot what the Jets running back was in that game, but he was better in that game. And he should have won MVP, not Namath. But Namath made the guarantee. Namath was the quarterback, and Namath got all the praise. Even though I do love Joe. Matt Snell, 30 carries, 121 yards, 1 touchdown. Namath, 17 for 28, 206 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. But I think in the end, Eli Manning is Tom Brady's kryptonite. He is. Even though Namath was not great in many periods of time, he was the best character. He was a great personality. I love Joe. Ian sucked, of course, but it was overrated. Never forget when Joe Namath was. I want to kiss you. I couldn't care less about the team struggling. And that incident, as funny as that was, that incident made him stop drinking, and he hasn't had a drink since. So shout out to Joe for fixing his problem with alcohol, because look, we all like to make fun of all the alcohol he did drink and all the womanizing. It was like at some point he had to reach an age where it's just like I gotta move on from that, and he did, and good for him. Thank you for streams. It helps out a lot and helps escape. Ranch anytime. I'm here for you, man. We'll be back tomorrow as well. But yeah, that incident finally made Joe stop drinking, which I really appreciate, and I'm happy for him. And, it was good for him. I'm trying to think what else here. What else is going on? Trying to think here. You guys have anything else here? We either have a minute here or we have like 15 minutes. I don't know what else we're going to have here. But yeah, this was a nice win here for Las Vegas. First home win. And they looked really, really solid the whole way through. Thank you for the $3, Ranch. But next time, please, I appreciate the donation. Thank you. Please, next time, don't give it in a sticker. The stickers, for some reason, creep me out. I don't. Just give it. The chat would be just give it in the chat. The super chat is nice. But thank you for the donations. I really appreciate that, guys. Later, I'm gonna. That's a weird. Okay, fine. I don't like super chats, so why am I? Or I don't like. No, not super chat. I don't like stickers. So why do I have them? Why do I have them activated? I don't know. I didn't even see that sticker. LOL. Okay, fine. Yeah, that sticker's weird. Yeah, just it's bizarre. Tampa Bay Lightning tied up the series with the Dallas Stars tonight, 1 game apiece. All right, Lightning and Stars, let's go. Let's get a game 7 out of this. A game that I won't be able to watch probably because there'll be nothing on. But yeah, let's get a game 7 out of this. Or I'm sorry, I'll be too busy to watch. But let's get a game 7 out of this. I'd much appreciate a game 7 out of this. So, you guys have anything else here? If not, we'll wrap things up. Again, the Raiders win in the Vegas home opener here. And good for them. Good for them for being able to pull this off. Good for them starting 2-0. Let's see where they go from here. Right now, the Chiefs and Ravens are still the favorites right now to win the title. The worst teams right now are the Panthers and Bengals, according to Vegas. And yeah, they're both pretty bad. At least Namath never had that. Mark Sanchez will live in infamy just for that. I remember that moment. It was 2012 Thanksgiving. I was sitting on my couch and I was dozing off. And when that happened, I was dozing off. I was just like, oh gosh. And then that happened. I was like this. That happened. I jumped up. I was just like, did that just happen? Like I had a whole out of body experience. I was just like, what the heck? And the funny thing, it wasn't until the next day. I thought he hit his back. I thought if you watch it, I thought he ran into his lower back, which is the buttocks. But I didn't realize it was exactly there. I always still think he ran to the lower back. More important, but it was what it was, and people got on him for it. Lightning blew it last year, so they'll make up for it. Good for him. Russell Wilson will finally win MVP. This could be the year. He has been so great. I think he's the favorite right now to win MVP. Do we have odds right now? I don't know if we have odds. We had odds, I think, yesterday about who was going to win MVP, and I think they've gone away. But the odds were, I think Wilson was like a top tier favorite to win MVP, and he's looked really good here the first 2 games. He's carrying this team, which is what he does so well, and his playmaking ability and what he's able to do. He's carried this team so much and so often. Next Monday night, Chiefs Ravens, and we're gonna be having a live stream after that. We're gonna be having a live stream for Chiefs Ravens, which is gonna be the biggest game of the year. So get ready for that. Get ready to be right here and watch that game with us because that game is going to be amazing. There's no odds for the NFL. They should put the statue of Mark Sanchez outside of MetLife. Sure. I guess it's him running into the guy's rear end. Yeah, you can have that. You can have that as the. You can have that as the statue. That's Erin Brockovich? Oh my gosh. She looks nothing like Julia Roberts. Thoughts on Kanye's tweets? I think he's a crazy person. I think he's completely. This is not about him politically. It's just him as the stuff that he's saying, the stuff that he's doing, the stuff he's doing for attention. It's so bizarre. He's so nuts, and we've always known this. Like people need to stop acting like, oh, Kanye's off the ledge now. Like he's always been off the ledge. Like this was not. Kanye's been a crazy person here for the last decade. And while I was happy to hear that he became a Christian, I'm like, okay, fine, but like he's got more problems to fix. And apparently it hasn't fixed it. Apparently it's made it worse. So I don't know what's happened with like Nona. I don't know. Like he needs help badly. He needs help. He needs to stop. He needs to get into therapy. And Kim needs to divorce him. Mark Sanchez perfectly represents the Jets organization. Yes. Mark Sanchez is 100% the Jets organization. The embodiment of it. Just complete another failure. And maybe, maybe next year we'll see what happens here. We'll see how the Jets go from here. Saquon Barkley torn ACL out for the remainder of the season. So sad. Kanye is off his meds. But like, when has he ever not been like? People weren't saying this in 2005 when he hijacked the Katrina thing. They weren't saying that in 2009 when he interrupted Taylor Swift's speech. Like this guy in 2015 when he interrupted Beck's speech. Like this guy he's a moron. He's a crazy person. He's an egomaniac, and people need to move on from this guy. He's so just bizarre. They just need to they leave him alone. He's a complete knucklehead. Lightning win 3-2. So, how about this? Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin are going to have a cup team in 2021. They're going to have Bubba Wallace drive for them. How about that? Bubba Wallace now with a lot of attention on him, and I get it. But he's certainly going to be a very, very interesting partnership here. I'm happy that Michael Jordan's getting in NASCAR, and hopefully he'll be good. I don't know if Bubba Wallace is a good driver. I really don't know. Actually, take it back. He was good in the Truck Series, but I don't know how he's going to be in the Cup Series. But shout out to him. Hopefully, it all works out for him. I don't hate him. Just like having how Carmelo Anthony perfectly represents the Knicks, overhyped and nothing to show for it. Yeah, Carmelo had some good moments there. Remember, the last moment the Knicks were any relevant was 2013. It was the Eastern Conference Finals. It was game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals in 2013. And Carmelo, the Knicks are up. And Roy Hibbert blocks a Carmelo dunk. And then the Pacers won that game. And the Pacers went on to the NBA Conference Finals, Eastern Conference Finals. The Knicks never recovered from that. It has been 7, almost 8 years since the Knicks had a relevant game. It's unbelievable. 7 years, semifinals. I don't know if I said finals. Yeah, it was the conference semifinals he did that. It's been 7 years. It's been 7 years since the Knicks have been relevant. It's just like, if you're James Dolan, how do you deal with this? If you're James Dolan, how do you look yourself in the mirror here and see this? See this team being as useless and as worthless as they've been. How do you deal with that? Oh gosh, so I can't take this. I can't take this anymore, guys. Being a Knicks fan, being a Jets and Giants fan, being a Rutgers fan, it all wears on you. But Rutgers might make the NCAA tournament this year, so there might be some good in that. But goodness gracious, I hate this so much. Oh boy, do you guys have any more comments? If you remember that year, they also almost lost to the Celtics. No, they didn't almost lose. They were up 3-1. They were up 3-0. And then the J.R. Smith elbow happened. They lost game 4. They lost game 5. And then they barely won game 6. And they had a 20-point lead in game 6. The Celtics came all the way back and almost tied it. And the Knicks ended up winning. But yeah, that was the only time. That was the only time. That was the only relevant moment the Knicks have had this decade, it feels like. And it's just been hell ever since. I hate the Knicks team. I hate this Knicks team. I hate this organization. I hate how badly it's run. And I really thought they were going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals with the Heat in 2013. I really thought that was going to happen. And then the Pacers, Roy Hibbert, who became a shell of himself right after that. What a joke. The Roy Hibbert thing is still one of the most bizarre things. Roy Hibbert, 7 feet tall, was a beast. And all of a sudden, he crumbled. I don't know what happened with Roy Hibbert. Somebody needs to explain that to me. Thoughts on Damn? The Lamar album? Solid. I like Kendrick Lamar. I think that's what it is. I hate the Knicks, but I also love them. No, yeah, I love the Knicks too, but I hate them. I'm a Knicks fan. I want them to do well, but I hate that I have to root for this team. I hate that they're the team that I'm rooting for. I hate how pathetic they've been. I hate how garbage they've been for years. Back in the day, I went to the Continental Airlines Arena a lot and watched so many Nets games. And the Nets were so much fun to watch. Nets were an amazing team. They were great. They were a fun team to watch. They made the conference finals twice. And you had Jason Kidd and Richard Jefferson, Vince Carter, and then it all went downhill slowly. Hate is a strong word. But I'm willing to use it. I use it too often because you should show more love than hate. That is something you need to that people need to read. You need to have more love in life than hate. It's important. If you just live your life with hate, you're a miserable person. Congrats to the Athletics, by the way, for clinching the AL West. If they ever win a championship, it would be one of the greatest moments of my life because of all the pain they caused me. Yes! Absolutely. It'd be a great moment in my life, too. If the Jets won a Super Bowl, that'd be amazing. If the Yankees won another World Series, it'd be really cool. But I've already had 4 of them in my life. If the Nets win, that'd be incredible, too. If the Devils won the Stanley Cup again, that'd be nice. So, if they ever won a champion, would you defend yourself if need be? Of course. I mean, if somebody was taking me on, like I'd be ready. I'd be up. I'd have the Dukes up, and I'd be like, all right, let's fight. Let's go. So yeah, I'd probably, would I lose? Yes, but if I need to defend myself, I would, or my family, because I'm that kind of person. We have gone completely off the rails here, but that's what we do here. But to be honest, I'd rather watch the Yankees and Giants win a championship. Yeah, we've already had that. We've already had the Yankees championships. Already had the Giants championships. We haven't seen the Knicks win a title. We haven't seen the Nets win a title. We haven't seen the Mets win a title. We haven't seen the Jets win a title. We haven't seen the Rangers win a title. We haven't seen the Islanders win a title. I mean, I've seen the Rangers win a title. I've watched the '94 Stanley Cup Finals. I've seen the Jets win the Super Bowl. I've watched Super Bowl III a lot. But yeah, and I've seen the Knicks win the NBA title. I've seen Willis Reed. So, respect. I'm the same. I hate fighting, but you have to stand up to your ground. Yes, of course, you have to. Yeah, you don't want to just somebody just walk right over you. That's pathetic. You don't want somebody just yeah. Hate that. We do, but I love the Yankees and Giants more than the Knicks. I agree with you there. Fighting shouldn't be the only defense. Us humans need to be able to communicate. Yeah, let's talk to each other. Let's have some. We don't have human decency anymore. We don't have respect anymore. We don't have civility anymore. We have too much evil. Too much evil. Evil needs to die. Hashtag end evil. Maybe because I can't imagine the Knicks winning. I could imagine it, and it would be an amazing feeling. I don't mind to sound like the Dalai Lama. No, it's fine, fair, whatever. Whatever's here for you. Trying to think. What else? We got about a couple more minutes here. So I should tell you. So again, great win for the Raiders. They scored 30 points back-to-back games, and the Saints are looking pretty bad here. Especially Breeze. Breeze needs to figure out what the problem is on offense, and he's, especially with his throwing motion, he's got to throw more deep balls here and connect. And without Michael Thomas, that could be rough for them. So, I do want to tell you guys what's coming up here on the channel. A lot more videos coming up here in the next few days about whatever. I've been watching more hockey, and the Rangers are a fun team to watch. They are. Well, I mean, when they're good. The Islanders were fun this year, but I didn't get to watch any of it. But we're going to have every touchdown video. That comes out, every predictions video comes out tomorrow morning, so get ready for that. Knicks were good in the 90s. The Knicks were great in the 90s. The Patrick Ewing, John Starks, Oakley, Anthony Mason, whatever. I'm sure I'm missing a Nick there. But they were fun. They were an awesome team. And they couldn't get over the hump. They're young and getting better. Good for them. Very good for them. But yeah, we're gonna have the end of week 3 predictions that gonna come out tomorrow morning. We have the every home run video that's gonna come out later tonight. We have a live stream tomorrow on Lakers Nuggets game 4. We'll have a live, game 3. We'll have a live reaction to that. And then I don't know what else we're gonna have, but there's a lot of other things right now that I don't know exactly what the plan is. We're gonna try to do a lot of the NBA games, but it also depends on how many of these games, like, do they go, like these NBA games, like, are they, if the Lakers go up 3-0, we're probably done with the Lakers Nuggets series, until further notice there. But we're going to see how many NBA games we're going to do here. We're going to try to do as many baseball games and football games here coming up, because it's going to be such a busy time coming up with the NBA, with baseball. There's so many things. We're going to do Yankee reactions. We have so many things that we're doing right now. And we had a Yankee reaction, which you guys can check out. There's so many things. We're trying to figure out what's the best thing to do. We can't do all of them, unfortunately, but we're trying to do our absolute best to show you all the very best in sports and talk about the very best in sports. So all that's coming up here very soon. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. Week 2 of the NFL is over. Fun 2 weeks here. I didn't think we'd have football at all, so I'm enjoying the ride. And now we get hopefully 14 more weeks. Hopefully still no COVID. And what would you do if the Yankees won the World Series this year? I would celebrate. I would do a couple videos on it. I have a couple ideas for a Yankees World Series video. I have a couple video ideas that I have. So that should be fun. Dolphins line should be a lot better. Whatever. By the way, Thursday night, Dolphins-Jaguars. We're not doing a Dolphins-Jaguars video on Thursday night. Do not care. So we will not be doing that. And, so we'll figure out what we're going to do here. We got about a minute left here, guys. Final comments, final questions, just let me know. But yeah, Dolphins-Jaguars. Gosh darn it. Please, pick better Thursday night games. Why do these all stink? Like, come on, NFL. Like, I'm so glad that I'm not going to bother with it. I'm so glad that I'm just going to get to go to sleep and that's it. Actually I can't, because I have some other videos to do, but we have so many things right now that we're working on. You guys are going to love, hopefully, all of them. And stay tuned for this channel, because we are really growing here, and thanks to you guys' support. So keep it up here, and keep watching. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to this channel, make sure you like down there. Make sure you like it and subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow after Game 3 of Lakers Nuggets, which starts at 9. So at about 11:30, come back here. We'll have a recap of that. Dolphins will make Tua go in. I hope Tua goes in too, because I'm done with Fitzpatrick. I want to see Tua. Thank you guys so much for watching. Congrats to the Saints congrats to the Raiders on a big win, their first game in Vegas. Congrats to them on getting the win. And Saints got some problems here. They got some stuff to figure out.